Do I have an amendment at the desk?
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 30, printed in House Report number 118-142, offered by Mr. Roy of Texas.
Pursuant to House Resolution 583, the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Roy, and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Texas.
Thank you, Chair. The House Armed Services Committee adopted an amendment to repeal the statutory requirement that the Department of Defense have a chief diversity officer or senior advisor for diversity and inclusion. I applaud that. It's a good thing. That's getting rid of the requirement. But I also believe that we should prohibit the ability of the Defense Department to have said position. That is what the amendment that I'm offering, 310 amends Section 904 to prohibit federal funds from being used to establish anything similar or any position that is comparable to the Chief Diversity Officer or Senior Advisory for Diversity and Inclusion. Now, people say, well, why is that? The fact of the matter is, we have a situation right now where we're not even able to pay the kinds of bonuses necessary. We're not able to pay to retain our men and women in uniform. The Air Force has been having budgetary problems. And we've got positions that are being put out there, for example, that will pay $183,500 a year, and multiple positions scattered all over the country in the name of diversity. The fact is, the United States military is one of the few institutions where the skills of the men or women on either side of you could mean the difference between life and death. The Department of Defense should be focused on one thing only: securing the defense of the nation. It's not in our national security interest to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for diversity training that continues to try and divvy us up by race. That is the opposite of the direction we should be going. And in fact, it sows constant division into the Department of Defense. Does a person's race or skin color help them overcome hostile forces? Does it allow us to win the next battle? Do rainbow bullets and flags scare away foes? Yet that's what we're spending our time on, and we can't even pay our men and women in uniform. Literally, the Air Force is saying, sorry, we can't give you our bonuses right now because they've mismanaged their budget and they're having to spend money on positions like this. China and our other enemies do not care about feelings, so why are we funding divisive programs in divisive positions rather than positions focused on advancing and training the strongest and best military in the world? That is the purpose of the amendment. It is great that we are eliminating in the bill the statutory requirement that we have such a position, but we ought to end this divvying us up by race. It is, in the words of the Chief Justice, a sordid business to divvy us up by race rather than to ensure that we have the best trained and finest fighting force in the world. I reserve.